I guess my education journey has kind of been defined by adapting to different and hard situations. I guess to really understand how I got here is to kind of go back to the end of my sophomore year. I was attending school at Seton Hall University in northern New Jersey, and it was in the middle of finals that I didn't really notice that I wasn't really feeling well at all, and just sort of thought I was sick, pushing through it, end of the year. But finally at one night when I was sort of laying to bed, it felt like a knife through my chest to lay flat. And so the next day I'm to fly home, but I can't even really walk at that point, so I have to have people help me walk and clear my room, load up my room. I'm wheeled onto the airplane, and then I am 6 hours later somehow land in Arizona for me to wake up, and wheeled off of the plane into my parents' arms, go to the emergency room, the closest hospital towards my house, and we are just there. And the last thing I really remember is being in the intake room, doing the whole vitals and that whole scenario with my grandma, and then sort of looking down at her hand. The next thing I remember is waking up about 3.5 weeks later to the doctor sort of saying, "Son, you don't have your legs anymore," and they're showing me my hands, saying they need to amputate. After about a month and a half in the intensive care unit of the Mayo Clinic, and another month and a half up on the 7th floor of the Mayo Clinic, I ended my hospital stays around mid-September. Ever since then, it's been a continual journey of healing and growing in lots of different ways. When the time was right to get dedicated and looking at my education, I kind of, ASU knew that was the right university for me, and then being told about this and sort of seeing the connection that it had from high school through my other majors in college, I just kind of knew it was the right decision. It was really looking honestly at the website and kind of seeing the pursuit of discussion-oriented courses that kind of drew me in, and really hearing lectures from the professors is incredible, but kind of getting the student-on-student discussion, I think, is really what drives, people learning and really taking on the lessons that the authors have to teach us. Education has just always been sort of this thing for me that, no matter where you come from, no matter who you are, no matter the ability that people say you have, it's still something that all people can have the option to really move up and grow, and sort of grow within themselves if they dedicate themselves to it. The opportunity to be able to speak and share some of the stories that I've gone through and some of the experiences that I've had sort of came into me without sort of me actively searching for it. And, I think it was really just the opportunity to share and give gratitude is really where it started, was just wanting to give thanks back to the community that gave so much to me. I think one of the first moments that I really truly thought that it could be something for the future was when I was speaking to a 3rd grade classroom, and having the little kids just instead of being nervous around me and all of my prosthetics, they're like, "Whoa, you're like Iron Man, you have to charge your legs." It was that working with the children and being able to speak with them that kind of really got me interested in wanting to speak more in some different ways, and just allowed me to kind of see the impact that words said at a specific time in a specific tone, said to the right audience, can truly change or make some moments. When you go through those traumatic situations, it kind of allows you to see things in a grander view and to see the bigger picture of the things, and to sort of, bring reality into some of the readings and some of the bigger things that you talk about within philosophy, and it kind of brought those into true perspective, and you actually experience them. Academia and education has just always played a big role in my life and influenced a lot of different realms, and so not getting the degree but going through the process of graduating and what you learn through that is, I think, the best part.